Welcome to your daily tarot card reading from Born Without Boundaries Tarot. This is for anyone who is drawn to hear it. So if you have any questions or concerns and you've been drawn to this video, this is your message. It's one message for everybody, not specific individualized answers. But everybody is welcome, of course, always, all the time. If you're looking for zodiac sign specific messages, check those out on my YouTube channel, Born Without Boundaries Tarot, where I upload 12 zodiac specific messages every single week. Hope to have you guys join me over there. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So brief announcement. I did miss Friday. I missed the daily tarot card reading on Friday. The reason why is because my dog got sick late Thursday night, early Friday. And it was just like 36 hours of no sleep and sick dog. So I couldn't come on. I just couldn't. I was too exhausted. I was very thankful that I had already finished all of the 12 zodiac signs. So hey everybody, I was really, really thankful for that, because I don't know if I would have been able to get through. I just had no energy. So I did not do the live on Born Without Boundaries True. I didn't do the Unbound live. I didn't do the Harmony live this morning. I've just been really exhausted, but I want to get back on some sort of normal routine from this point on. So I appreciate your patience. Kisses is doing much better. She still has healing to do. It was my fault, I believe. I fed her something that I thought she'd be fine with, and she had a really bad reaction to it, and it was just a mess from that point on. Well, no, not from that point on. 6 hours later, it was a mess. So, that's all that happened, but everybody is healthy, everybody is well now, and everything is all good. But it did interrupt the regularly scheduled programming, so I apologize to that, guys. We have, what's up, everybody? I just wanted to say hi. Kisses is doing, hi, Marby. Kisses is doing much, much better. She's on an anti-diarrhea medicine that is keeping her together. She is also on a probiotic. She had to go on Saturday to the doctor to get like and they do this with dogs when they're having trouble with digestive stuff and they can't eat. They don't want them to dehydrate. And so they put like some almost like IV fluid underneath her skin so that she'll have some fluid to absorb into her body. She's doing really, really well now, but she's still not, if like she still needs her medicine to be doing well, but on her medicine, she's doing really well. So that's good. That's really encouraging. I know that she'll patch up. She's on a modified diet that's really bland, but she's eating it. And we played at the beach today. So she's so cute. She's doing much better. So thank you for asking. But holy crying out loud, there was no way. I was like on Friday, I was like, maybe I can do the daily. And I'm like, what are you talking about? You legitimately cannot channel messages when you are in this state of mind. There is no way. It's almost technically irresponsible to do. So don't do it. And I'm like, all right. So like I said, I'm glad that I got Cancer, Leo, and Virgo out. They were all huge readings. And I'm just glad they were all out, and they were able to be distributed, because when this hit, it was just, she's so cute. It was just bad. I mean, I like the whole day, I couldn't stop taking her out. I mean, I was taking her out at least every half hour. And still she was dripping everywhere. It was just bad. It was just really bad. So there was no sleep. There was constant in and out. I didn't get an hour to myself to be able to even go online. So ultimately, yeah, I needed to call in a sick day is essentially what I did. So thank you guys for your patience and your well-wishing. I appreciate it. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate it. I mean, there was no choice. There was no option. Because I have nobody here to help me take care of her. if I was like living with somebody, or my son was still around or something, it might have been different, but probably not, because I would have still been up all night anyway. So that's what happened, but I'm okay, and she's okay now. She's on her road to recovery. My mom is doing really well. She had her surgery on Saturday, and she's already home and happy, moving forward, making a lot of healthy progress. So that's really good news. I just feel like there was stuff that we had to get out of our systems, that got out of our systems. And this week is really going to be quite clarifying. There's going to be a lot of clarity about how to move forward, which way we want to move forward, and what we need in our lives. And that, today is Memorial Day in the US. So happy Memorial Day. We'll celebrate a Memorial Day by remembering the sacrifices that our fellow countrymen and service people have made for us. The color of the day is silver. How appropriate on a new moon. The new moon was early this morning. I still have to do my new moon ritual. I haven't even gotten around to that yet. But really good stuff, really helpful, happy, really overall happy stuff. I hope all of you guys are. Thank you so much, Ruthie. Thanks, Shah. Thanks, Paige. I'm glad she is too. I hope you guys are having a happy Memorial Day. I'm really happy that you decided to join me today. You really didn't have to, and so your presence here is always so appreciated. I'm going to get into the Daily Tarot. I don't know if there's much astrology to review. There is, but it's next Sunday. There's this square right in the center. Like there's a square between Saturn and the nodes and Mercury. Since the south node, now the north node and Mercury are so close together, it's forming a technical square to Saturn as well. And then they all square. So it's when the moon goes into position in Leo, which is already a very needy moon. It squares. There's a lot of conflict in the fixed signs, especially if you're a fixed sign, you will feel this. This will be a challenging day. But ultimately, it just begs to ask us, have we really learned all that we need to learn? And on an emotional level, have we really grown up? Have we really moved on from any kind of self-centeredness, or taking things too seriously or too personally, or how we feel about ourselves? So it could be a come to Jesus moment for some of us next Sunday. But ultimately, Venus is in a much better position this week. The square to Venus ends today, the square between Pluto and Venus, and she is basically a free agent for the next couple of days. She has no aspects at all, at least no major aspects to any major energies, and she's kind of floating there by herself. And then Mercury is still very much opposite the south node. I feel like this is kind of like drawing us out in some way of what haven't we done, what haven't we finished, what haven't we completed, and Mercury retrograde is seriously kind of bringing that all up in our face. But Mercury retrograde ends on Friday, and we'll still be feeling the effects for another 10 days, but it's going to get better from here. By mid-June, there's just this nice energy of, wow, everything's kind of like, it's like we get a little bit of a breather. So I'm interested to see what the cards will bring up. But in times of like lesser conflict, people don't tend to be as interested in astrology. And there are definitely times of more conflict, but we're heading into a time where everything's kind of smoothing out for a couple of weeks. And we should all be really grateful for that, because we've been through a lot emotionally lately. And now it's kind of settling into, okay, well, if you don't want to feel this way, what are the actions you're going to take? And we still have Jupiter and Mars very well positioned in Aries, with the humility that Chiron brings. And I think we just have a wise head on our shoulders now, and the energy to actually move forward and do something about where we are right now. So pray for clarity if you're still not clear. I'm definitely going to be praying for clarity today. Taking some time out to just give myself a chance with this new moon to commiserate, commiserate with the new moon. Um, yeah, yeah. So there we are. That's a little brief astrology overview. Hi, Mikey. Hi, Lala. Oh, I'm sorry that you had worst 30th birthday. Paige, I'm sorry. Well, I'm glad I'm here. I'm really glad I'm here. And yeah, I would think it was a really tense weekend. Um Gemini's things will finally be able to clear up for you. Well, the thing is this, all air signs have a challenge when it comes to their emotional state. So when things get really emotional, they air signs really go through it. And it's kind of like compare Cancer, who's constantly moody and constantly emotional. Like it's almost like the Incredible Hulk always being angry. What I'm saying? He's just used to it by now. But with air signs, you guys have this beautiful way of being objective and keeping yourself even from your own emotions, so that when things get really emotional, it's almost like you have to learn first, remember how to handle these situations and then handle them. So it's like a double whammy. Um and yeah, there's a big release coming. Gemini, it's getting better. It really is. I promise you. I promise you it's getting better, and it's going to be much better over the next couple of weeks. But there was some bumps in the road to go over. Yeah, for certain. Yeah, I've been crazy busy here. Good. Seeing good numbers. So just having gratitude. Amen. Amen. I do wonder why my Cancer friend is so touchy as an Aries. Um, their Cancer is ruled by the moon. So, our controlling our ruling dignitary is changing zodiac signs every 2.5 days, essentially. So that does really impact how we experience the world, and like how we're able to how we're processing information every 2.5 days. So it is the Cancerian's burden to figure out, I'm sorry, sweetheart, to sort of figure out, okay, so what is a constant for me? Like where is the consistency here? What can I rely on from moment to moment? Yeah, I gotta do my new moon. I gotta do that new moon. Kisses! Come on. She's in the other bedroom. My friend Amber's coming this weekend, her and her son. So I'll have more guests. That'd be cool. Let's see what the cards have in store for us, guys. I got 333 right here. They've never fallen out like this before. Oh, we're moving on. We're finally being able to make a decision over something that we have been very pensive about. We're finally able to move forward. Yeah. Okay, so let's start. Where do we start? Three of Wands is here. Nope, it's this. No, it doesn't think it matters. Three of Wands is here. That means we put out something and now we're getting it back. Four of Swords is here, reflecting on what we've put in and if it was enough. The Empress is here as money or abundance, and then in a new start or new beginning. And then we have the Sun card here, which is triumph, victory, and success. And the central energy is Wheel of Fortune. Then we have is the Wheel of Fortune. So that's really good. It's us. When it's upright, it's we're controlling our own karma. We're controlling our own destiny. We're in charge of it. We have Eight of Cups walking away from what doesn't fill us up anymore, being complete in something more abstract, not needing the actual cups to be filled, realizing that the moon, just our spirituality, is filling us up, being able to move on, and a cycle is ended, a cycle is over. Full moon also represents that, right? So Eight of Cups is about, we're ready to let go. This is about being ready to let go. Two of Swords, we're ready to let go, but we don't necessarily know which direction to go in, but we figure it out. And this is Cancerian energy, being able to make some progress and move forward. All right. How is this progress going to be made? We have King of Pentacles here. So this is our business or business success or a boss of some sort. And then we have what? Prince of Swords, an announcement, a decision being made. Decision being made, conversations being had. What's really wonderful about this spread is that everything went through the transaction of the universe and then has come out the other side now actually happening. Because we go from a lot of major arcana. We have 1, 2, 3 major arcana here. We have the Ace of Wands, which means this is all new. This is kind of like the new place we are in life now. And then we have, it's also a new idea, something that maybe has just inspired us, not really sure how to get things done, but being able to move forward anyway. If you're not sure which way to go, then any way is fine. You're going to get there. Just stay, I don't know, stay in faith. We have the Chariot moving forward. Oh, King of Pentacles, though. We end up King of Pentacles and Prince of Swords. So King of Pentacles is, he's usually a boss, to be honest with you. Somebody with money, somebody that knows how to spend money, that's responsible with money, being really good with money. And then we have the Prince of Swords, which is a message coming through to you, or taking action on something that we've thought about, or maybe an idea that we've had. I feel like this is finally being cut loose from restrictions. This is a sense of, and the major arcana are here to say, the universe just sort of had to line up. Certainly financially, when Venus is released by Pluto, certainly financially we'll be in a much better spot financially, and maybe in terms of romance, the pressure will be off. The domination will be off. The pressure from the authority is, will be off. So something is definitely allowing us to walk away, or we're allowing ourselves to see things in a way that basically maybe might be a little bit less traditional, but better for us. Really interesting, right? I'm thinking of taking a drive out somewhere. I'm thinking. Okay, let's get the moon card. So we have bring love into the situation. This is Aquarius energy, a truth is coming out. And then I had work through your fears, but it was in reverse, but it didn't actually come out. There's something here that we're not really completely able to grasp yet. And that's fine for where we are right now. Moving into the week after this new moon, we'll be able to really fully grasp it. And I feel like it is something emotional. Bring love into the situation is like prioritize what you love, prioritize who you are, prioritize. Maybe tell us who this is about. I know this is a really general reading, but can we get a cast of characters? She-Wolf. Wow, another full moon. And then we have Peacekeeper, let go of the need to be right. And She-Wolf, unleash the wild within. It's almost like don't be afraid to be your wild self. Thank you so much, Paige. God bless you, sweetheart. You're vibing high for me, babe. Like that is beautiful. Thank you so much. It's like unleash the wild within. Like don't always feel like you need to to do things a certain way. Let go and of the need to be right. Interesting. Sort of fixated on this. All right, maybe I don't really know. I guess the answer to that question would be this is about a woman. What is it? We have the green light for something. We got the green light. Definitely happening in Gemini season. Checked off everything on the list. This is Capricorn energy and Pallas Athena. Wisdom. Yeah, I feel like my brain is just not that sharp yet. It's just not that sharp yet. Gemini, this is a reminder. So this is a reminder to be conscious of writing texts, emails, or posting on social media. Technology has afforded us the ability to virtually connect with anyone, anywhere, at any time. Information is easily retrievable. When you practice sincerity in conversations, it will save you from backtracking later. Remember that someone who speaks badly about someone else can do the same to you. Heed the words of Eleanor Roosevelt: great minds discuss ideas, average minds discuss events, and small minds discuss people. That doesn't say much for how popular reality television is, right? Because that means most of us have small minds. You might consider a career in journalism, teaching, or publishing. This is a reminder to be conscious when writing texts, emails, or posting on social media. Let's read the Capricorn card. Something about texts. Or something on social media. Oh, here we are. Managing resources for material security is important. This takes a certain investment of time. It might be wise to look at your goals to determine whether they accurately reflect what will bring you happiness. Carefully weigh the cost of what you sacrifice day to day for a future that doesn't yet exist. True wealth isn't found in material treasure, but in moment-to-moment experiences. It arises from your personal well-being and that of your family and friends. Observe the sacredness of now and establish priorities based on the life you may wish to cultivate more deeply with those you love. And this is what we got the green light for. Wow. Oh, I see. Pallas Athena. Strategy. It's time to be a change maker. Any form of violence is an unwarranted excursion of force to achieve an objective and must be avoided. Develop compassion and resilience in response to aggression. Everyone has their truth and deserves to be heard. Utilize a less competitive strategy to resolve differences and demonstrate to others that you truly value and respect cooperation. This makes it easier to channel passion into building bridges while creating an environment of mutual trust where everyone wins. Here are ways to improve these skills. Visit the King Center for Nonviolent Social Change. Okay. Get involved in community outreach programs. Join organizations that support nonviolent. Okay. I have to say, there is definitely a sense or a message coming through about the truth about a situation in terms of there's been discourse, there's been dissonance, there's been lies, and ultimately, but somebody and it's being assessed, like who was wrong, who lied, who didn't lie, who was telling the truth. Something's being reviewed right now, and the truth is about to come out, which is really interesting. I think this is you don't have to do anything. I think somebody's about to, somebody, could be you, could be them, is about to get wise to what's actually going on, because I don't think they realized something. They didn't realize what kind of manipulation or even a strategy. I don't think they realized what kind of strategy was at play here. But it's going to be revealed. And I said that this week in the weekly forecast is things are going to become very, very clear. Not necessarily, it's just going to be clear. Like all the mud has cleared and all the garbage is laid out. So it's very, very evident now how the decisions people have made, even our decisions, have they been good? What have they been for? It's very clear. In other words, clear of making excuses, clear of getting away with making bad excuses, clear of all of those things, clear. So I think happy birthday, Denny. That's where the clarity is. And now it's almost like, I gotta say that just the truth will out. The truth is out. And I don't know how this is impacting us, but it will. Something about all of a sudden the green light is turned on because a truth comes out. There's some truth that's all of a sudden revealed. People may not have even known how manipulated they were, or how, like how they were being manipulated or anything like that. It's just all of a sudden recognized and realized that this truth is now out. So, yeah, but ultimately we're not out here for revenge or something. We're just like, we're enjoying the fact that, okay, now we can make a decision based on what I really know, based on the reality of the situation, instead of just the information that's been fed to me. Do you know what I'm saying? That's kind of it, because somebody did due diligence. And I think that's trackable through online interactions. I don't know what this is about, but it's like now all of a sudden it's clear. And we can make informed decisions. This, to me, Athena is not necessarily the law. She's wisdom. So she's like the higher mind. She's thinking with the higher mind. And strategy for the future. But let's put it this way. Even the most wonderful strategy, the most beautiful, truthful strategy, is tainted if it's a strategy based on a lie, a strategy based on bullshit you were fed and just accepted as true. That's all going to crumble. Ultimately, that's what has crumbled, all the bullshit. And then the people who were well-intended could come down too, because ultimately they were just going along with they may not have even realized that they weren't standing on safe ground. It's like sinkhole, right? It's like you didn't realize it and you could get sucked in by it. I feel like that's kind of the energy right now. But I don't think anybody's going to die or tragedy is going to happen at this point. At this point, I just think it's a sense of, okay, let's get all the facts on the table. I'm tired of shooting in the dark or just shooting at each other. We're just going to do this through the hard work of it. I talked about that, I think, like last week. This sense of everybody's trying to do patchwork, so they don't have to actually do the due diligence of digging through the grime. But that's where Pluto trine Mercury retrograde, trine Mercury retrograde is about. It's like, no, we're going to dig through the grime. we're going through the nasty mud. We're gonna clean off every single tedious piece because we have to, because too much has been buried. So that's really what's coming out now. And it's being suggested that these things are coming out through some sort of online data, online interactions. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I don't know how else to explain it. Maybe I don't have to. What is this in regards to? What was this in regards to, God? Fighting. There's been a lot of dissonance. Somebody's been in a big fight. Fighting. Who's been fighting? Who's been fighting? Who's been fighting? A fight between what? Two opposing things want the same thing. I am truth and I am balance. Wow. So somebody who is, it's a fight between, I don't know, how we feel about ourselves, like supporting our, like how we feel about ourselves. This is about, I am truth is all about like, not realizing your own self-worth in the face of others, always thinking that somebody else is better than you, right? Even though you have just as much to give. And I am balance is realizing that that's not the case, like seeing the equality in the both of you, or realizing that there is kind of no difference. I asked the question, who is fighting? I feel like it's a person that's it's between somebody who has really like no self-esteem or low self-esteem, and somebody who's all about the show. Somebody who's all about just, I'm amazing. Love me. And it's almost like the person who, in other words, it's almost like quality versus marketing. That sense of you can market anything to appear great, but once all that gets washed away, who's really the value? Where's the value really? It's not in this person who's all about the show or showing up. It's about this person who understood and who always sat on a place of truth, right? The person with the real value. It's like, turn off the auto tune and let's hear who can really sing type of, like that kind of thing. You can sell anybody, you can market anybody when you have all these tools to do so. But what about when you take all the tools away? Who's quality? And that's kind of the truth that's being revealed right now. And the value is being recalibrated. Interesting. We have revealing your true self. As you allow others to know the real you, you'll feel loved for who you truly are. And then increased support. Your positive focus and willingness to receive have opened the doorway to an abundance of help and opportunities. Okay. That's some good shit, yo. I love it. Archangel Metatron. I am your link between heaven and earth, between your humanity and your divinity. I am here to help you heal the conflict that exists between your heart and mind. Feel me in your heart and thoughts. Through oneness, there is love. Interesting. Clearly visualize the life you want. Feel it in your heart and soul, and so it will come to be. I feel like now we're starting to realize the difference between what we, like we're starting to realize the difference between What's the difference between living a hard life pursuing something that you love and living a mediocre life busting your ass every day for work that you hate? Like, how is one better than the other? Creature comforts don't compensate that much. Do you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like that. It's kind of like that truth of like, do I need the creature comforts? Am I really happy with my life? Am I really happy with myself? What do I really want out of life? And am I really making all the sacrifices that I think I'm making when in reality, when I don't make those sacrifices, I'm kind of just stuck in this mediocre cage, just holding on for dear life. It's almost like that. It's starting to really to weigh the realities instead of the perceptions. Faith. Do not lose faith. The storm clouds will soon clear and the sun will shine once more. There you have it, guys. There you have it. It's, I just, there's a lot of tricky information here. I don't think it's meant to trick. I just think that am having a hard time with words right now. Mercury is in Taurus, right? Oh, that's probably why. My Mercury is in Leo. They're probably square each other. Where Mercury is now, it depends on the measurements, depends on the angles. I don't know what degrees my Mercury is in Leo, but Mercury right now is retrograded back into Taurus. So they're probably square to each other. And I'm just having a hell of a time talking and putting my thoughts together. Yeah, this is all about what you really desire. What's really in front of, like, what is it that you really want to go after, and all the things that are holding you back, are any of the things that are holding you back of any value to you at all, really, when you break it down? Because there is so much holding you back. There is so much holding this person back. There's so much holding them back. No. Just look at the card. I mean, are they trying to protect you, or are they trying to protect this person? Like, it's almost like somebody has wanted to help you, or the help is there. You want, it's like I want to say yes, but everybody's not letting me. And that could be societal wise, like a sense of like, we know exactly what we want to say, but we're too afraid to do it because we have all these other obligations to other people. So will that be broken is what I'm going to ask God. Will that be broken? Will this person like do the right thing, which is what's true to their heart? Why are they being held back? Because so many people have, yeah, serendipity is what it's saying. It's like it's all in divine timing. It's about to happen. This is a moment where everything lines up and aligns so that honestly, this person can't be held back anymore. I want to read this. I think I've read it to you before. If you receive this card, you are being encouraged to leave behind the familiar, moving on to the world of something more. What is drawing you to that new realm? Embrace the change, the chance to do something new. That's really interesting. Hmm. If you have received this card, you are being encouraged to leave behind the familiar, moving on to the world of something more. What is drawing you to the new realm? Embrace the change, the chance to do something new. Embrace the change, the chance to do something new. Embrace the change. The chance to do something new. That's really interesting. Embrace the change, the chance to do something new. I feel like you're doing something new, but this isn't a new thing that you've been interested in. I feel like on some level you've always been interested. And it's not just you. It's almost like the world around you. People, basically this message is like people have wanted you for the longest time. They've been interested. But all the requirements and all the traditional choice, like no, you have to choose this, don't choose this person, choose that person, because you know that person checks all the boxes more clearly. And it's like, fuck it, it's not about checking the boxes. This is the one that I want. This is the right person for this job, for this situation, for me. It's them. And it's like, in a sense, community has been held back. It's just because it's got all these other community obligations. No, you have to choose the person that's been pre-qualified. And there's a sense of like, I don't want that person. I know the chance I need to take here. So it's not just us taking the new chance. It's people finally taking the chance on us. That's what I'm saying. It's not as clear as try something new. No, it's you. You are the something new that people are finally going to have the fucking balls to reach out and try. Because they never actually went for it this way before. They never actually did this before. They never actually just kind of let themselves be themselves before. And that's what I'm saying. So it's like it's like the wild card, right? Going with the wild card. Oh, unleash the wild within. Let go of the need to be right. Like, let yourself just go with your gut instinct, and everybody doing that so that the door opens up to really new people, not just the people who are fucking obvious and easy to put in those places. This is a sense of, but I know what I want, and finally being able to say it, and you finally being selected because people are finally not afraid to admit, no, that's the person that I know is going to be good here. I don't care that I don't completely have everything checked off. There's just something about that person that I know is the fucking right fit, and trusting that because they are going to be. And yes, the stakes are higher because you're going against tradition, but that's the fucking point now, is tradition being upended and changed. That's why Uranus has been sitting in Taurus for the past 2 years. We're not supposed to be doing things the same fucking way anymore. And finally being ready to go ahead and do that and select the underdog, that isn't really the underdog. They've just been covered under so much mud and fucking grime because that's where you've let your shit run. But as we're digging through the grime, you're starting to see these hidden gems, and you're like, fuck it, I'm not going to leave these things here in the mire and the muck anymore. They clearly deserve better. Clearly. That's kind of what it is. And the cosmos kind of like everything arranging itself, so that's finally seen. Those hidden gems, those diamonds in the rough, finally see. Forget about always have Buffalo, Taurus, always having to be right, always having to do things the right way, but the right way is the wrong way here. It's like I'm letting go of that, and I'm finally seeing this beast that is the best thing I've seen in years. I'm going to go with the wild card on this. This is finally having the strength to choose with your gut, not with your ego. And people being able to choose you with their gut, not with their fucking ego or what's expected of them or what looks nice on paper. That's bullshit. They're choosing bigger than that this time, better than that, with a higher wisdom. Now it makes sense to me. Gotcha. Sorry, guys. It just took me a while. I'm going to go ahead and take that. Awesome. And God bless you, girl. on that new path in your life, that new road ahead. Guys, I'm going to let you go for today. Thank you so much for joining me. 55 of you on here on Memorial Day. You're such a blessing to me. Thank you so much for your support of the channel. Remember, bright and early tomorrow, Scorpio will be out. Scorpio, Sagittarius, and Libra, brand new readings for you. This week, I definitely am going to be doing the hopefully, all things aside, I will be doing the Unbound at 10 a.m. and I'll probably do I'll pick up with the Harmony next Monday, just so we can just get back on track with that shit. You know what I'm saying? I love you guys so much. Thank you for being here for me, and that's it. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.